Silver cans across the rooftop, blue reflections on your shoes. Motorbikes beside the overpass, billboards painted neon blue. Plastic straws inside the cooler, chain necklace against your skin. Everything feels extra vivid, like the soundtrack just kicked in. You keep tapping on the dashboard, matching every drum machine. Half your messages are nonsense, still they somehow sound so clean. Frozen soda on the staircase, the tent shining near the sink. Every random conversation feels too stylish not to keep. Chrome accessories flashing sideways, bicycle tires couldn't rain. Everybody moving faster while we dance beside the train. Static rushing through the earbuds, pulling all the noise apart. Like the bassline in the distance found a shortcut to my heart. Blue soda fizzing out through the speakers. Blue soda, everything turns ultraviolet. Blue soda, shaking up the empty silence. Blue soda, like the whole room starts to move. Taxi mirrors catching color, arcade tokens in your coat. Every passing little detail feels electric in the cold. You keep skating through the alley, laughing when the wheels of speed, turning every awkward moment into something worth repeating. Maybe freedom tastes exactly like cold citrus on your tongue when the evening starts vibrating and the night is still too young. Nothing heavy, nothing polished, still the whole scene feels alive, like the pulse beneath the concrete, keeping every step in time. Blue soda bouncing through the station speakers. Blue soda turning traffic into motion. Blue soda, every shadow full of color. Blue soda, everything becoming bold. Silver bracelets near the backseat, cardigans across the floor. Every heartbeat hits the kick drum, making us want even more. Blue soda, shimmer running through the headphones. Blue soda, like tomorrow rushing closer. Blue soda, turning ordinary restless. Blue soda, never wanting this to stop. Silver cans beside the staircase, filter echoes through the train. Calm reflections on the rooftop, still dancing inside my brain. Sunlight falling through the curtains, cold drink resting near the bed. Tiny colors on the ceiling, nothing heavy in my head. Shoes waiting by the doorway, playlist turning slowly loud. Everything feels lighter lately, like the sky opened somehow. Phone keeps ringing in my pocket, still I let the morning breathe. No more rushing through the hallway, no more pressure chasing me. Warm air moving through the window, traffic coming far below. Funny how the smallest moments make the whole day brighter now. People laughing near the corner, music spilling from the shops. Every little sound around me feels like something just unlocked. Maybe I don't need perfection, maybe good things come this way. Tiny sparks inside the ordinary, turning into brighter days. Feels like everything will work out, like the sunlight knows my name. Feels like everything will work out, nothing standing in my way. Oh, oh. little things. Coffee melting near the dashboard, summer floating through the streets. Maybe life becomes much easier when you stop controlling time, when you let the days unfold slowly and enjoy the passing lights. Nothing perfect, nothing certain, still the world feels beautiful, like the start of something changing, pulling me into the blue. Feels like everything will work out, like a movie in the daytime. Feels like everything will work out, every second going softly. Feels like everything will work out, music floating through the city. Everything will work out, like my worries disappearing. Light reflections on the pavement, people moving without fear. Everything feels wide and endless, like the best part starts right here. Feels like everything will work, sunlight warming every corner. Feels like everything will work out, like the whole world getting closer. Feels like everything will work out, holding on to every moment. Feels like everything will work out, for the first time in a long while. Sunlight dancing through the speakers, soft drums fading with the breeze. One more smile before the evening, everything exactly as it needs. Black sunglasses on the counter, leather jackets near the rack, magazine pages turning slowly, colored gum beneath the chair, passing taxis near the storefront, bass vibrations through the floor, filtered scents begin expanding, like a runway after dark, chain belts hanging from the mirror, glitter makeup on the sleeve, everything around feels sharper, like the whole room starts to breathe. Yeah. You keep walking like a headline, everybody turns to look, half your messages are sarcasm written underneath the smoke, flash photography beside us, platform sneakers hit the tiles, every movement feels expensive, like designer advertising, plastic bracelets on your fingers, gloss reflections near your lips, every random little detail feels impossible to miss, baseline shaking through the ceiling, pulling everybody close, like the speakers know a secret nobody else really knows. Glossy air, running through the conversation, glossy air, every heartbeat synchronized, glossy air, turn silence into motion, glossy air, Sirens near the rooftop. Camera flashes through the rain. Every second feels enormous. Inside crowded subway train. Glossy air, every color overflowing. Glossy air, like tomorrow feels iconic. Glossy air, holding on to all the motion. Glossy air, never wanting this to stop. Black sunglasses near the speakers. Traffic humming through the haze. Filter bass beneath the ceiling. Still moving inside my veins. Rolling suitcase down the floor. Lobby door slide open slow. Perfume floating through the air. Friday sitting everywhere.
Yeah. Black sedan beside the curb, phone screen full of missed returns. Everybody moving fast like the night about to burn. Silver watch against my wrist, take out coffee, half a sip. Parking ticket in my coat, still pretending I'm composed. Your reflection in the lift, lipstick mark upon the rim. Tiny smile before the doors. Close between the moving floors. Some nights feel expensive, yet the silence hits harder.
All the noise around the room
never feels the hollow parts.
Maybe we don't need to run. Maybe this is more than fun. Every second passing through feels electric next to you. Neon mirage, pull me deeper through the dark. Slow heartbeat against the bass, like we vanished from this place. Hands brushing in the smoke, words we never really spoke. Nothing certain, nothing clear. Still I want you staying here.
Yeah, room key glowing in your hand. Late check out around 10. Television flickers blue while you dance across the room. Motorcycles far below, street vendors closing up. Wrinkled shirt across the chair, summer hanging in the air. Funny how the smallest scenes burn the longest in your chest. Like your laughter near the sink or your shadow near the bed. Everything feels blurred enough to forget the week before. Only rhythm in the room and your footsteps on the floor.
Maybe all these passing nights lead us somewhere we can't name. Still your eyes inside the glow keep pulling me again. Neon mirage, pull me deeper through the dark. Slow heartbeat against the bass, like we vanished from this place. Hands brushing in the smoke, words we never really spoke. Nothing certain, nothing clear. Still I want you staying here.
Mini bar and tangled wires, orange dome behind the blinds. Half asleep but holding on like the feeling might dissolve.
You're humming through the room, it's softer than the perfume.
Every little passing sound turns addictive after hours.
Neon mirage, pull me deeper through the dark. Slow heartbeat against the bass, like we vanished from this place. Hands brushing in the smoke, words we never really spoke. Nothing certain, nothing clear. Still I want you staying here. Elevator numbers glow, morning traffic far below. One last look before you go. Then the lobby swallows us whole.
Yeah. Cold wind blowing from the coast, tail lights stretching down the road. City breathing far away, night keeps pulling me away. Yeah. Phone screen glowing in the dark, tiny waves beside the car. Everybody chasing more, still pretending not to fall. Late fries on the dashboard side, old receipts and traffic lights. Funny how the smallest scenes stay forever in your mind. Yeah. Music leaking through the seat, bassline rolling underneath. Every signal, every turn feels connected afterward. Yeah, some nights hit a little different when the streets get extra quiet, like the city finally drops everything you try to hide. Maybe we are running slow, still got somewhere left to go. Ocean air against the night makes the heavy feeling light. Ocean on replay tonight, blue reflections in your eyes. Windows down, we let it ride through the glowing city lights. Turn the radio louder now, lost together in the sound. Nothing perfect, nothing planned, still the night feels right again. Convenience store coffee cups stacked beside the parking lot. Kids still skating by the rail like tomorrow never stops. Luxury towers near the bay, lonely people wide awake. Funny how expensive things never really heal a thing. Train sound underneath the rain, yeah. Wet shoes walking home again. Still the rhythm in my chest makes the empty feeling fade. Street lights melting on the glass. Summer nights moving too fast, like the whole city alive. Just for moments like this, maybe life keeps changing lanes. Maybe everybody changes. Still this music after dark always finds me where I am. Ocean on replay tonight, blue reflections in your eyes. Windows down, we let it ride through the glowing city lights. Turn the radio louder now, lost together in the sound. Nothing perfect, nothing planned, still the night feels right again. Late calls after 2 a.m. Half asleep but out again. Skyline floating silver blue. Every road keeps leading you. Even when the morning comes, even when the beat is gone, somewhere in these passing lights I still hear this song tonight. Ocean on replay tonight, blue reflections in your eyes. Windows down, we let it ride through the glowing city lights. Turn the radio louder now, lost together in the sound. Nothing perfect, nothing planned, still the night feels right again. Morning colors slowly rise, last car fading out of sight. Ocean breeze and silver dawn, still the rhythm carries on. Rain sliding down the motel sign, street lights flicker all night long. Old engine humming in the dark, another Friday moving on. Yeah, yeah. Cheap coffee sitting by my side, half cold fries and a taxi light. Funny how the smallest things stay forever in your mind. Backseat full of OCDs, broken zipper on my jeans. Still got smoke inside my lungs, still got songs I never sung. Everybody acts alright, posting smiles every night, but the silence after work hits the hardest around 1:30. Walking slowly through the block, hands buried inside my coat. City feels alive somehow, even when nobody talks. Maybe life moves way too fast, maybe nothing ever lasts. Still we laugh beneath these signs, like we still got endless time. Underneath the motel blue, every road reminds me of you. Late night echoes through my chest, still pretending I need less. Radio playing somewhere far, rain reflecting passing cars. Nothing fancy, nothing new, still I stay with motel blue. Old friends barely call these days, everyone just fades away. Bills stacked up beside the sink, dreams move slower than you think. Sometimes I just drive around, no destination, no real sound. Watching towers blink above, trying not to think too much. Funny how this empty town still can make my heart pound. Every little neon glow feels like somewhere I belong. Maybe we are all the same, trying hard to hide the pain. Still the music pulls us through every avenue we knew. Underneath the motel blue, every row reminds me of you. Late night echoes through my chest, still pretending I need less. Radio playing somewhere far, rain reflecting passing cars. Nothing fancy, nothing new, still I stay with motel blue. Over seats and parking lots, tiny dreams we never lost. Even when the daylight breaks, some memories never fade. City air against my face, lonely people passing by. Still I hear that distant beat somewhere underneath the sky. Underneath the motel blue, every row reminds me of you. Late night echoes through my chest, still pretending I need less. Radio playing somewhere far, rain reflecting passing cars. Nothing fancy, nothing new, still I stay with motel blue. Oh, rain dissolving into dawn, last bus moving slowly on. Empty streets and silver sky, still your shadow in my mind. A grease smoke floating through the air, paper cups beside the stairs,
Someone yelling extra sauce.
plastic fans pushing the heat. Loose tank sticking to my back, sweat marks on the baseball cap. Everybody moving slow, trying not to fight the weather. Hot sauce dripping from the fried street cook, wiping down the grill. Motor scooters passing waves, leaving dust across the curb. You keep laughing with your drink, ice cubes melting way too quick. Silver rings against the cup,
Tiny freckles on your arms.
whole block breathing through the heat. Open stores and folding chairs, old men playing card games loud.
Near the faded vending signs. Take it slow, let it ride. Summer living after 5. Every little sound at night feels alive against the breeze. Heat wave after dark, bodies glowing through the block. Bare skin under amber signs, while the rhythm rolls outside. Move closer, don't say much. Warm fingertips and paper cups. Nothing polished, nothing clean, just the groove and summer steam.
Chicken smoking, garlic fries, bottle caps around my shoes. Someone dancing near the trucks with the towel around their neck. You keep swaying to the bass, lip balm shining on your face. Every passing little scene feels expensive in the heat. Old bikes lying beside the wall, tiny puddles near the drains. Basketball sounds from afar, mixing with the laughter
nearby.
Bass guitar sliding low, hand claps bouncing off the stores.
Everything around the lane.
Stars breathing in the groove.
Maybe nobody goes home, maybe morning waits a while. Still the way this moment feels makes the whole night stay alive. Heat wave after dark, bodies glowing through the block. Bare skin under amber signs, while the rhythm rolls outside. Move closer, don't say much. Warm fingertips and paper cups. Nothing polished, nothing clean, just the groove and some
Stack crates near the parking lots, scooter lights and tires. Every passing little noise feels softer after hours. You keep humming to yourself while condensation hits the floor. For a second all the stress falls somewhere behind the bed. Heat wave after dark, bodies glowing through the block, bare skin under amber signs. While the rhythm rolls outside, move closer, don't say much. Warm fingertips and paper cups, nothing polished, nothing clean, just the groove and summer steam. Scooters fading down the road, restaurant lights switching low. Summer air against my skin, as the night slowly thins. Rubber echoes through the park. Chainlit shaking after dark. Loose white tee against the heat. Someone laughing down the block. Go-to flashing when you smile. Taxi smoking cherry gum. Oversized jersey hanging low. Fresh white sneakers full of dust. Baseline sliding through the curb. Street vendors packing up. Motor oil across the road. Reflecting orange restaurant signs. You keep dancing by yourself. One hand spinning house keys slow. Tiny bracelets hit together. Every time you move your arms. Whole block moving to the rhythm. Windows open from the heat. Even strangers start nodding when the drums hit underneath. Don't stop moving through the night. Let the speakers breathe a while. Every second hits different when the groove gets in your blood. Sleepless avenue, body moving with the groove. Warm pavement under shoes, while the whole block catches fire. Hands up through the humid air, sweat shining across your neck. Nothing heavy, nothing forced, only rhythm taking over. Chicken boxes on the bench, dice rolling beside the steps. Bluetooth speakers shaking hard, making car alarms respond. Barbershop lights flicker gold. Kids on bikes, avoiding puddles. Someone cooking by the curb, smoke curling around the base. You lean closer to my side, lip gloss tasting like peach soda. For a second every problem loses weight inside the sound. Funky guitar cuts through traffic, hand claps bouncing off the walls. Everything around the block starts sinking to the drums. Maybe morning comes too quick, maybe nobody goes home. Still the way this rhythm feels makes the whole street come alive. Sleepless avenue, body moving with the groove. On pavement under shoes, while the whole block catches fire. Hands up through the humid air, sweat shining across your neck. Nothing heavy, nothing forced, only rhythm taking over. Street court empty after rain. Bottle caps beside the drains. Bass still shaking through the walls. Though the stores are closing down, your laugh mixing with the groove makes the whole room spin slower. Every passing little sound feels expensive after hours. Sleepless avenue, body moving with the groove. Warm pavement under shoes, while the whole block catches fire. Hands up through the humid air, sweat shining across your neck. Nothing heavy, nothing forced, only rhythm taking over. Chain that swinging in the wind, footsteps fading near the court. Last bass hit beneath the stars in the summer. Air goes still. Lobby shoes across the floor. Elevator open slow. Baseline sliding through the hall. Somebody laughs behind the door. Fresh fade, shining under lights, chain swinging side to side. Loose silk shirt, unbuttoned low. Whole room moving with the vibe. Chicken wings and lemon drinks, dice rolling beside the sink. Gold bracelets hit the glass. Every time you raise your hand, yeah, you keep dancing by yourself. One heel tapping to the groove. Tiny curls against your cheek while you mouth the chorus line. Everybody feeling loose. Bartender shaking silver cups. Bass guitar keeps pushing hard, making shoulders move non-stop.
Don't slow down, stay close tonight. Let the rhythm hold your waist. Every little step you take makes the whole floor catch the wave. Elevator move, body rolling with the groove. Sweat shining on your skin while the bass keeps pulling in. Hands high, lose control. Champagne spilling on the floor. Nothing quiet, nothing low. Only soul inside the room.
Velvet ropes and mirror walls, polished shoes beside the bar. Somebody yelling one more round while the DJ cuts the drums. You lean laughing near my ear, lip gloss tasting like peach fizz. Every passing little move hits harder through the groove. Back pockets full of bills, phone cameras, and cigarette smoke. Still the realest thing tonight is the way you dance carefree.
While guitar cuts through the crowd, finger snaps and loud applause. Whole room bouncing side to side like the floor might crack apart. Morning can wait outside, we ain't watching any clocks. Every second in this heat feels too good to let go. Elevator move, body rolling with the groove. Sweat shining on your skin while the bass keeps pulling in. Hands high, lose control. Champagne spilling on the floor. Nothing quiet, nothing low. Only soul inside the room.
Baseline, heavier than before. Leather couch beside the wall. Your perfume and burning lights mixing through the crowded air. You keep singing through the hook. Eyes half closed against my neck. Everything inside the room starts breathing with the drums.
Elevator move, body rolling with the groove. Sweat shining on your skin while the bass keeps pulling in. Hands high, lose control. Champagne spilling on the floor. Nothing quiet, nothing low. Only soul inside the room. Elevator, doors close slow.
Last laugh
Echoes through the hall.
a baseline fades.
Beneath the talk as the party disappears. Fresh sneakers touching pavement, silver bicycles passing by. Tiny shadows near the crosswalk, cloudless blue across the sky. Cherry soda on the table, magazine pages flipping fast. Every color feels electric, like this afternoon could last. Bus doors opening beside me, favorite track inside my ears. Suddenly the whole surroundings feel much brighter than last dancing in the wind, frozen lemonade beside me, summer melting on my skin. Friends keep calling from the corner, laughing hard at random jokes. Someone singing badly nearby, still it somehow sounds perfect. Maybe freedom looks exactly like a slow unplanned afternoon, when the whole world starts responding to the soundtrack inside you. No big meaning, no direction, still the hours shine somehow, like a photograph developing right beneath the daylight now. Headphones under sunlight, every second glowing brighter. Headphones under sunlight, moving lighter through the weekend. Headphones under sunlight, tiny echoes full of color. Headphones under sunlight, like the whole world turned melodic. Polaroids across the dashboard, warm wind rushing through my hair. Everything feels endlessly open, like adventure everywhere. Headphones under sunlight, every heartbeat dancing freely. Headphones under sunlight, nothing holding back the moment. Headphones under sunlight, shining louder than the traffic. Headphones under sunlight, like tomorrow already smiling. Fresh sneakers cross the sidewalk, soft claps fading with the breeze. One more chorus in the distance, floating gently out of reach. Cassette spinning through the speakers, bicycle wheels across the road, painted posters near the station, orange sunlight on the coat, passing footsteps near the crosswalk, traffic humming far away, layered chords begin unfolding like the start of holiday scenes, air drifting through the rooftop garden, cardigans beside the chair, everything begins awakening with the soundtrack in the air. Yeah. You arrived with messy laughter, holding peaches in a bag, talking fast about the weirdest things that happened on the train. Every gesture looks cinematic, hair clips shining in the sun, people turning as we pass them like the scene had just begun. Old camcorders by the bookstore, music leaking from the mall. Every random passing minute feels important after all. Maybe ordinary moments carry magic when they blur into snapshots full of movement, too alive to disappear. Like a movie today, every corner feels electric. Like a movie today, every heartbeat changing color. Like a movie today, sidewalks turning into story. Like a movie today, everything feels made for us. Ticket stubs inside the backpack, bubble tea beside the sink, someone skating near the parking lot while the clouds turn cotton pink. You keep dancing near the speakers without caring who can see, turning every passing second into favorite memories. Maybe growing up is finding people matching your own pace, where the world becomes much lighter just by seeing someone's face. Nothing polished, nothing scripted, yet the whole day shines somehow, like the ending of a summer nobody wants leaving now. Like a movie today, every hallway feels nostalgic. Like a movie today, every sound becoming brighter. Like a movie today, turning snapshots into motion. Like a movie today, like the credits never roll. Colors fill the rooftop, painted skies above the cars. Everything feels wide and endless, like the soundtrack reached the stars. Like a movie today, every shadow full of color. Like a movie today, every minute overflowing. Like a movie today, holding on to every feeling. Like a movie today, never wanting this to fade. Cassette spinning near the backpack, evening colors on the train. Layered chords begin dissolving while the sky turns deep again. Palm trees painted on the billboard, cherry lipstick on the cup. Ocean postcards near the mirror, taxi engines waking up. Velvet ribbons on the suitcase, perfume drifting through the room. Neon motel signs are glowing under cotton candy clouds. Old convertibles beside us, radio static in the heat. Every color feels expensive, like a faded magazine. You arrived in denim jackets, sunglasses against your hair, talking like a movie trailer, making strangers stop and stare. Gas stations passing slowly, Polaroids beneath the sun. Every mile feels nostalgic, like the story just begun. Cherry soda near the console, film rolls scattered on the seat. Everything around us sparkles with the soundtrack underneath. Maybe freedom looks exactly like the highway after rain, where the whole world starts reflecting every feeling in your brain. On the way to drive, every sunset feels dramatic. On the way to drive, every heartbeat sounds enormous. On the way to drive, turning highways into daydreams. On the way to drive, like forever starts tonight. Blue motels beside the roadside, fireworks above the fair. Someone dancing near the diner with confetti in their hair. You keep singing through the speakers even when you miss the notes, turning every passing minute into scenes nobody forgets. Maybe growing up is finding places matching how you feel, where the world becomes a postcard and the memories stay real. Nothing polished, nothing scripted, yet the whole night shines somehow, like the final frame of summer, frozen perfectly somehow. On the way to drive, every skyline feels romantic. On the way to drive, every shadow painted pastel. On the way to drive, turning snapshots into legends. On the way to drive, like tomorrow waits for us. Perfume drifting through the backseat, fireflies above the road. Everything feels huge and endless, like a dream nobody owns. On the way to drive, every moment feels iconic. On the way to drive, every color overflowing. On the way to drive, holding on to glowing memories. On the way to drive, never wanting this to end. Retro echoes in the distance, riding softly through my heart.
Yeah.
Heavy music through the halls.
Delivery babe bikes outside the wall.
Half melted ice inside the cup.
Yeah, you lean back without a word. Orange reflections on my shoes. Parking gate opening slow. Everybody chasing calls, trying not to lose control. Take out bags across the seat, wrinkle hoodie, summer heat. Crosswalk time, a blinking red, while you scroll through old receipts. Tiny laugh under your breath, hair falling across your neck. For a second everything feels softer than before.
Vending machine glowing bright.
Last train running out of sight.
Somehow all these passing scenes
Stay longer than they should.
Maybe we don't say enough. Maybe silence says it more. Every little passing sound pulls me closer than before. Static romance, your reflection in my hands. Slow conversations in the dark. Smoke floating through the bars. Hold me closer while we move. Loose heartbeat inside the groove. Nothing certain, nothing planned. Yet I never wanna land.
Yeah. Motorcycles cutting lanes, tiny puddles near the drain. Someone arguing upstairs, television through the walls. Luxury perfume in the air, mixed with cigarette remains. Funny how expensive things never cover lonely thoughts. You keep tracing circles slow on the fogged up passenger door. Like you got 100 words, but don't need to say them now. Baseline shaking underneath, street dogs running near the bridge. Everything feels half awake, like the whole block stayed up late.
Maybe time keeps drifting far. Maybe people lose their spark. But your eyes inside this glow make the empty feeling pour. Static romance, your reflection in my hands. Slow conversations in the dark. Like smoke floating through the bars. Hold me closer while we move. Loose heartbeat inside the groove. Nothing certain, nothing planned. Yet I never wanna land.
Phone vibrating in my coat.
Still I let the whole thing go.
Every message feels too small
Compared to moments like this.
You keep humming to the beat.
Sneakers tapping quietly.
For a second all the noise
Disappears around the room. Static romance, your reflection in my hands. Slow conversations in the dark.
like smoke floating through.
The bars hold me closer while we move. Lose heartbeat inside the groove. Nothing certain, nothing planned.
Yeah.
Yet I never wanna land. Morning spilling through the blinds. Coffee stains and tangled wires. Elevator doors close slow as the final song grows low.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Late cars running under red lights. City breathing through the skyline. Cold can sweating in my hand. Friday stretching through the night, yeah. Rooftop chairs and tangled wires. Old friends talking, getting tired. Everybody got their plans. Still we ended up right here. Cheap smoke floating in the breeze. Baseline leaking through the street. Laughing over stupid jokes. Like we never had to leave. Phone keys buzzing in my coat. Half the messages ignored. Too many people talking loud. Still nobody says enough. Some nights hit a little harder when the silence gets longer. But the city keeps me moving like a song inside the dark. Maybe we got lost somehow. Still got time to figure out. Every signal, every light pulls us deeper through the night. Underneath the rooftop signal, hearts moving little by little. Street lights glowing on your skin like the night pulling us in. Turn the speakers louder now, young and restless in this town. No one really knows the way, still we dance until the day. Convenience store, coffee cups stacked beside the parking lot. Taxi drivers smoking slow, watching people come and go. Luxury cars by the bridge, broken dreams behind the tent. Funny how the richest eyes sometimes look the loneliest. Train sound underneath the rain, wet shoes walking home again. Still the music in my chest makes the heavy feeling fade. Every rooftop, every sign feels connected tonight, like the city trying hard to keep all of us alive. Maybe nothing stays the same, maybe everybody changes. Still this rhythm in our blood keeps us running through the dark. Underneath the rooftop signal, hearts moving little by little. Street lights glowing on your skin like the night pulling us in. Turn the speakers louder now, young and restless in this town. No one really knows the way, still we dance until the day. Guitar inside the room, half-burned candles near the moon. Tiny sparks and tired eyes, still refusing last goodbyes. Wind keeps blowing through the rail, music floating without fail. Even when the morning comes, I still hear the city drums. Underneath the rooftop signal, hearts moving little by little. Street lights glowing on your skin like the night pulling us in. Turn the speakers louder now, young and restless in this town. No one really knows the way, still we dance until the day. Morning light begins to grow, last train running far below. Empty rooftop, silver blue. Still the night feels close to you. Rain marks drying on the windshield, radio buzzing very low. Street reflections sliding slowly past the sleeping convenience store. Empty jackets on the backseat, engine humming through the dark. Analog textures keep floating like old memories in the car. Traffic signals changing colors, distant sirens fade behind. Late conversations from the speakers mixing softly with the night. I was driving past the river half awake at 2 a.m. Thinking about unfinished messages never sent to anyone. Your old playlist started playing through the static in the dash. Suddenly the whole surroundings felt connected to the past. Convenience coffee by my sneakers, fog collecting near the glass. Everything looked half cinematic, like a photograph gone warm. Maybe certain nights remember everything we try to hide through the radio distortion and the headlights passing by. After the radio, everything feels slower. After the radio, thoughts become louder. After the radio, roads feel
outside the overpass, taxi lights across the rain. Someone smoking near the station, watching trains disappear again. I keep talking to the silence, like somebody's listening close. Every sentence turning lighter, while the highway keeps moving. Maybe growing means accepting some things never really leave, like familiar songs returning when you least expect to feel. Nothing dramatic, nothing broken, yet the whole night feels alive, like the dashboard glowing quietly, keeping every thought in line. After the radio, every shadow keeps moving. After the radio, every memory returning. After the radio, road signs blur together. After the radio, everything feels unreal. Passing tunnels near the harbor, low bass shaking through the frame. Every mile becoming distant, every thought becoming haze. After the radio, conversations echo slowly. After the radio, nothing really disappears. After the radio, driving deeper through the silence. After the radio, waiting for the sky to change. Rain marks drying on the windshield, engine humming through the dark. Cassette texture slowly melting somewhere underneath the stars. Shoes scrape softly on the curb, rainwater sliding past the drain. Taxi tires hiss and fade, someone whistles near the light. Yeah. Button shirt, half untucked, paper bag against my leg, crosswalk numbers counting down, while the whole block waits again. Steam rising from the carts, old newspaper in the wind, someone folding metal tables outside the noodle place. You step closer to the shade, hair tied loosely with your keys, tiny silver hoop earrings, swinging while you talk and laugh. Every passing little sound hits differently tonight, like the avenue got slower, just enough to notice things. Easy rhythm in your walk, small reflections on the road, nothing trying too hard. Now everything just feels alive. Crosswalk frequency, heartbeat moving next to me, loose conversation through the air, summer breathing everywhere. Hands brushing when we move, warm concrete beneath our shoes. Nothing distant, nothing staged, only people, only groove. Hey, bicycle chains and coffee stains, someone dragging folding crates, tiny puddles by the curb, holding upside down signs. You keep humming low and slow, looking through convenience glass, cold drinks blowing side by side under faded yellow bulbs. Old bus pulling from the stop, back doors shaking when they close. Street dogs sleeping near the wall without caring who walks by. Bass guitar rolls underneath, finger snaps beside the beat. Everything around the block starts leaning with the rhythm. Maybe mornings come too soon, maybe people table drift apart. Still the way you smile tonight makes the whole street feel warm. Crosswalk frequency, heartbeat moving next to me. Lose conversation through the air. Summer breathing everywhere. Hands brushing when we move. Warm concrete beneath our shoes. Nothing distant, nothing staged. Only people on the roof.
Late buses and grocery bags. Orange peels beside the bench. Every ordinary thing feels cinematic somehow. You lean laughing near my shoulder. Traffic sounds behind your voice. For a second every problem softens underneath the drums.
Crosswalk frequency, heartbeat moving next to me. Lose conversation through the air. Summer breathing everywhere. Hands brushing when we move. Warm concrete beneath our shoes. Nothing distant, nothing staged. Only people, only groove. Signal sounds across the lane. Footsteps disappear in rain. Last piano chord hangs low
as the avenue grows still. Wet pavement under your heels. Parking lights across the hood. Low bass rolling through the seats. Warm air tangled in the smoke. Black shirt open at the neck, gold chain resting on my chest. You keep staring through the glass, tracing circles with your nails. Take out boxes on the dash, lip gloss marks around the cup. Everything inside the car feels slower in this heat. You lean closer when you laugh, perfume mixing with the leather. Tiny freckles near your shoulders shining underneath the signs. Baseline breathing through the floor, one hand tapping to the groove. Every little movement now feels locked into the rhythm.
Stay close, don't move away. Let the feeling drift a while. Every second after dark hits deeper through the soul. After hours boulevard, slow rhythm inside the dark. Warm skin glowing in the haze, while the bass rolls through the frame. Hands low around my waist, loose breath against my face. Nothing rushed, nothing loud, only soul between us now.
Street steam rising near the curb, taxi lights and folded signs. Somebody smoking by the store, watching headlights slide away. You keep humming to yourself, one heel swinging to the beat. Every passing little sound feels expensive in the dark. Go so playing from the dash, windows cracked against the heat. Everything outside tonight moves slower than before. You slide closer to my side, eyes half closed beneath your hair. For a second, all the stress falls somewhere behind the drum.
Maybe morning waits outside, maybe nobody checks the time. Still the way you touch tonight makes the whole world disappear. After hours boulevard, slow rhythm inside the dark. Warm skin glowing in the haze, while the bass rolls through the frame. Hands low around my waist, loose breath against my face. Nothing rushed, nothing loud, only soul between us now.
Dashboard lights against your rings, tires sliding over rain. Every passing little thing
feels softer in the groove.
You keep singing through the hook. Guys locked somewhere in the mind. Everything inside the car
Starts melting with the soul. After Hours Boulevard. Slow rhythm inside the dark. Warm skin glowing in the haze, while the bass rolls through the frame. Hands low around my waist, loose breath against my face. Nothing rushed, nothing loud, only soul between us now. Street reflections fade away, engine breathing low and warm. Last bass note beneath the seats as the boulevard falls quiet. Train doors sliding open slow.
Yeah.
Empty platform down below.
Yeah.
Phone light glowing in your hand. Friday spilling through the rails.
Yeah, yeah. Loose tie hanging from my neck. Low battery 1%. Everybody staring down like they're carrying too much stress. Take out smell inside the car, wrinkled sleeves and plastic cars. Someone sleeping by the door, head bouncing with the turns. You step in without a sound, wet sneakers against the ground, tiny earphones in your ears, humming something under breath.
Somehow everything gets slow, watching stations passing rows, like the whole world disappears between these blurry windows. Maybe we don't need to rush, maybe this is good enough. Rolling through the sleeping dark, trying not to miss the spark. Last train groove tonight, sliding through the orange light. Slow heartbeat against the bass, while the tunnel shakes the frame. Stay here for another ride, let the silence pass us by. Nothing heavy, nothing forced, just the rhythm and the noise.
Crosswalk timer blinking green, taxi lines and vending drinks. Someone laughing far away near the station exit gate. Oversized hoodie and brings tiny tears beneath the skin. Everybody acts alright even when they barely sleep. You lean closer to the glass, watching reflections overlap. For a second all the noise feels beautiful somehow. Baseline shaking through my chest,
Old announcements in the back,
every moving little thing
starts to feel cinematic. Maybe mornings come too fast, maybe moments never last. Still your shadow next to mine makes the tunnel feel alive. Last train groove tonight, sliding through the orange lights. Slow heartbeat against the bass, while the tunnel shakes the frame. Stay here for another ride, let the silence pass us by. Nothing heavy, nothing forced, just the rhythm and the noise.
Station numbers passing by, half awake but feeling high. Everything inside the glass looks unreal after one. Your perfume inside the air mixed with metal and wet rain. Even strangers in the train start to feel connected.
Last train groove tonight, sliding through the orange light. Slow heartbeat against the bass, while the tunnel shakes the frame. Stay here for another ride, let the silence pass us by. Nothing heavy, nothing forced, just the rhythm and the noise.
Train slows underneath the dome,
Footsteps moving one by one,
platform fading into blue.
still the groove stays close to you.
Bubble stickers on the helmet, mint ice cream dripping fast, tiny bracelets full of colors, radio buzzing from the grass, skateboard wheels beside the tunnel, dance around the drink. Every second feels elastic, like the weekend doesn't end. You keep stealing all my earbuds, running halfway down the stairs, laughing hard without explaining why you suddenly disappeared. Camcorder blinking in the sunlight, Polaroids inside your tote. Every blurry little snapshot feels too perfect not to keep. Crushed potato chips beside us, soda fizzing on the bench. Everything around gets louder whenever you start to dance. Tiny fireworks inside my chest now. Every time you call my name, like the whole world turns ridiculous in the funniest way. Spreading smiles everywhere you go. Spreading smiles like a tiny overload. Spreading smiles, turning afternoons electric. Spreading smiles, everything feels cinematic. Neon spins in the sunlight, basketballs across the park. Someone playing old school mixtapes through a crackling little speaker. You keep jumping over puddles, even when your shoes get soaked. Turning every random minute into something worth replaying. Maybe freedom sounds exactly like your laughter through the noise, when the whole day starts vibrating from the chaos that you bring. Nothing serious, nothing planned out. Still it somehow feels so huge, like the soundtrack of a summer nobody wants to lose. Spreading smiles through the parking lots and crosswalks. Spreading smiles like the speakers getting louder. Spreading smiles, tiny echoes full of color. Spreading smiles, everything becoming brighter. Candy wrappers in the backseat, campfire sparks across the sand. Every little thing around us feels alive inside your head. Spreading smiles, nothing staying still around us. Spreading smiles like tomorrow rushing closer. Spreading smiles, turning ordinary sideways. Spreading smiles, never wanting this to finish. Bubble stickers near the helmet, tiny echoes from your laugh. Camcorder still blinking softly, summer spinning through the dark.
Subway to Subway doors across the platform, sneakers tap into the bass, filtered chords inside the headphones, morning shadows on the train, posters moving past the windows, bassline rolling through the floor. Everything begins unfolding with the groove outside the store. Paper cups beside the backpack, camera hanging from the sleeve, passing strangers through the crosswalk, matching footsteps to the beat. I keep walking near the river, hands inside my oversized coat. Half the messages are unfinished, still I read them on repeat. Music leaking through the earbuds, skaters passing by the park. Everybody looks connected to the soundtrack in their head. Chain bracelets near the mirror, fresh graffiti on the wall. Every random passing moment feels important after all. Maybe certain days just hit different when the bassline feels this clean, like the whole world moving slower inside faded magazine scenes. Stereo walking, everything feels synchronized. Stereo walking, sidewalks moving with the bassline. Stereo walking, every heartbeat keeps bouncing. Stereo loose hoodies across the couch. Someone laughing through the speakers while the sunlight hits the glass. I keep drifting through the station, watching people come and go. Every face becomes a snapshot inside passing afternoon glow. Maybe freedom sounds exactly like familiar drum machine loops. When your thoughts stop overthinking and your body finds the groove. Nothing dramatic, nothing perfect, yet the whole day feels alive. Like a fashion film in motion playing somewhere in your mind. Stereo walking, every shadow moving stylish. Stereo walking, conversations mixed with playback. Stereo walking, every movement feels connected. Stereo walking, everything just flows tonight. Passing bikes beside the station, filtered scents across the rain. Every second keeps revolving inside looping subway trains. Stereo walking, every color moving slowly. Stereo walking, like tomorrow feels much lighter. Stereo walking, holding on to passing moments. Stereo walking, let the groove carry me home. Subway door speaking closing, baseline fading through the hall. Filter chords inside the headphones while the evening starts to fall.
Lip gloss shining near the mirror, silver bracelets on the sink, tiny doodles on the notebook, half the stuff I never read. Blueberries inside the freezer, postcards hanging by the shelf. Everything feels slightly crooked, still I kinda like it best. I keep dancing through the hallway even when nobody sees. Oversized hoodie and summer cold, cherry soda on my knees. Yellow taxis crossing sideways, skate shoes squeaking on the floor. Every passing little detail feels important suddenly now. Bubble gum inside my pocket, camera swinging from my arm. People saying I look different, maybe they are finally right. Tiny static in my headphones, pulling all my thoughts around. Like the world became magnetic, every color getting loud. Sunshine drive, wind spinning through my headphones. Sunshine drive, everything feels cinematic. Sunshine drive, laughing louder than the traffic. Sunshine drive, like my heartbeat learned to dance. Polaroids across the dashboard, sticker stars around the case. Friends recording blurry video, singing badly through the breaks. Maybe freedom looks exactly like unfinished afternoons when your plans stop making sense and your shoes collect the dust. Crushed receipts inside the console, tiny freckles near your nose. Every random little second feels too good to let it go. Nothing polished, nothing perfect, still the whole day feels alive. Like the speakers in the backseat, turning worries into light. Sunshine drive, candy colors through the rear view. Sunshine drive, every shadow turning playful. Sunshine drive, like a movie made from snapshots. Sunshine drive, everything becoming bright. Street murals flashing beside us, warm air rushing through my hair. Every second feels enormous, like adventure everywhere. Sunshine drive, music louder than my overthinking. Sunshine drive, like tomorrow finally smiling. Sunshine drive, holding on to random moments. Sunshine drive, everything exactly right. Blueberries inside the freezer, finger taps across the to the beat, beat, beat. Taxi meters glowing softly, magazine covers on the floor, champagne colors through the hallway, vinyl jackets by the door, passing scooters near the rooftop, arcade noises from below, layer chords begin expanding like the start of fashion shows, peach reflections on the dashboard, perfume drifting through the seat, everything around us sparkles with expensive summer heat. You arrived in leather sneakers, silver hoops against your hair, talking fast about the parties happening somewhere downtown. Every gesture looked magnetic, like a scene from foreign films. People turning when you pass them, trying hard not to stare long. Plastic cameras by the window, frozen lemonade in hand. Every random little second feels too stylish to forget. Maybe freedom sounds exactly like the bass line through the cars, where the whole night keeps unfolding beneath glowing boulevard signs. Velvet weekends, every heartbeat moving faster. Velvet weekends, turning highways into daydreams. Velvet weekends, every color feels expensive. Velvet weekend, like tomorrow disappeared. Motel signs behind us, lip gloss stains upon the straw. Someone dancing near the diner like the whole world was a stage. You keep singing through the speakers, missing every note with style, turning every passing minute into scenes that never fade. Maybe growing looks exactly like unfinished summer drives, where your chest feels full of movement and the future feels alive. Nothing scripted, nothing careful, yet the whole night shines somehow like the soundtrack of a memory burning brighter through the dark. Velvet weekends, every skyline feels electric. Velvet weekends, every shadow painted pastel. Velvet weekends, turning snapshots into legends. Velvet weekends, like the whole world starts to spin. Cardigans across the backseat, fireworks beyond the hills. Everything feels huge and endless, like a dream nobody leaves. Velvet weekend, every moment turning golden. Velvet weekend, every heartbeat overflowing. Velvet weekend, holding on to all the motion. Velvet weekend, never wanting this to stop. Taxi meters near the station, cassette textures through the rain, layered chords continue drifting far beyond the neon haze.
Morning traffic down the block, filter vinyl in the background. Baseline rolling through the shop. Loose sneakers across the pavement, posters waving in the wind. Layer chords begin expanding as the groove slowly kicks in. Shorts and flashes near the rhythm, taxi engines down the lane. Everything starts moving lighter with the drums inside my brain. I keep walking near the station, hands inside my bomber coat. People drifting past the storefronts, moving smoothly with the flow. Fresh graffiti near the staircase, plastic headphones round my neck. Every passing little moment feels connected to the beat. Paper cups beside the backpack, camera hanging from my sleeve. Everybody looks much cooler when the bass line hits this clean. Maybe certain days just feel different when the speakers sound this bright, like the whole world keeps revolving to the soundtrack of your life. We can replay, running back through the speakers, replay, moving faster through the crosswalk, replay, every heartbeat stays bouncing. We can replay, never letting go tonight. Subway maps across the window, chain bracelets against the sink. Someone laughing through the earbuds while the sunlight hits the street. I keep vibing through the daytime, matching footsteps to the snare. Every random little detail feels cinematic in the air. Maybe freedom sounds exactly like these looping drum machine grooves, when your thoughts stop getting heavy and your body starts to move. Nothing polished, nothing forced now, yet the whole day feels alive, like a fashion clip repeating inside everybody's mind. We can replay, every shadow keeps dancing, replay, sidewalks moving with the bassline, replay, every movement feels stylish. We can replay, everything just feels alright. Drums across the rooftop, passing bikes beside the train. Every second keeps revolving through the groove beneath the rain. We can replay, every color feels brighter, replay, like tomorrow came early, replay, holding on to every moment. We can replay, let the music take control. Spinning through the hall, bassline rolling through the evening, while the groove keeps moving on.
Teacher car hanging above me, barefoot dancing down the hall. Tiny glitter on my jacket, summer floating through it all. Silver headphones on the carpet, neon stickers near the bed. Everything feels weightless lately, like new colors in my head. I keep laughing at the smallest little moments through the day. Frozen fruit against my fingers, music pulling me away. People talking in the kitchen, camera flashes on the wall. Every sound feels cinematic, like I'm living inside songs. Cotton sleeves around my wrist now, warm breeze moving through my hair. Maybe happiness is hidden inside random afternoons. Tiny sparks beneath the surface, pulling all my thoughts around, like the whole world slowly turning into something brighter now. Perfect temperature, everything feels new around me. Perfect temperature, floating higher than my worries. Perfect temperature, every heartbeat feels connected. Perfect temperature, like the whole room learned to glow. Cherry polish on my fingers, magazine pages on the floor. Tiny mirrors catching sunlight across posters by the door. Friends keep sending blurry pictures, laughing hard through voice notes late. Still the smallest little details keep becoming my favorite.
feels exactly like the year before the rain, when it just feels full of color and your thoughts don't need explaining. Nothing heavy, nothing distant, still my heartbeat moves this way, like a film scene paused forever inside warm September days. Perfect temperature, tiny echoes through the hallway. Perfect temperature, every shadow turning brighter. Perfect temperature, like a photograph still moving. Perfect temperature, everything becoming vivid. Glitter scattered near the sneakers, like cartoons beside the couch. Everything feels strangely endless, like this feeling staying close. Perfect temperature, every color feeling louder. Perfect temperature, like tomorrow already blooming. Perfect temperature, holding on to little moments. Perfect temperature, everything exactly right now. Peach sky slowly disappearing, tiny echoes down the hall. Silver headphones near the carpet, still smiling through it all.
Yeah. Rainwater swirling down the glass, tail lights blurs, people pass, cold air drifting through the lane. Yeah, Friday pouring like champagne. Yeah. Chrome reflections on my shoes. Phone screen glowing ocean blue. Everybody moving fast, trying not to fall behind. Fast food bags beside the seat. Baseline rolling underneath. Taxi driver smoking slow, watching strangers come and go. Some nights feel a little strange, like the whole world starts to change. Tiny thoughts inside my head get louder after 12. Old receipts inside my jeans, half-finished conversations. Every cross and every turn feels connected somehow. Maybe we got way too far, trying hard to play our parts, but the music in the car pulls me back to who we are. Chrome traffic after dark, warm wind running through the car. Windows down, we let it flow through the avenues we know. Turn the speakers up again, lost between the road and wind. Nothing perfect, nothing planned, yet tonight feels good again. Corner mark beside the bridge, plastic cups and cigarette tips. Luxury sedans passing by, tinted windows, hiding eyes. Hey. Train sound shaking underneath, skaters laughing down the street. Summer hanging in the air like nobody really cares. Sometimes all I really need is a song that hits too deep, and a road that never asks where I'm going after this. Loose hoodie and tired eyes, street signs painted by the rain. Everything feels temporary, yet I love it anyway. Maybe life keeps switching lanes, maybe people drift away, but these moments in the dark always find me where I'm at. Traffic after dark, warm wind running through the car. Windows down, we let it flow through the avenues we know. Turn the speakers up again, lost between the road and wind. Nothing perfect, nothing planned, yet tonight feels good again. Late breeze moving through the roof, half asleep but riding through. Every memory comes alive when the road gets
Cold wind running through the lane, orange signs above the rain. Your perfume inside the car feels closer after dark.
Leather seats and tired eyes, fast food bags and blurry signs. Everybody moving quick, trying hard to look alive. Phone keys buzzing in my coat, still I leave the messages close. Too much noise inside my head, need a place to let it slow.
Crosswalk blowing on your face, street smoke mixing with the rain. Funny how a quiet ride can erase a heavy day.
You just lean against the glass, watching buildings sliding past. No big words, no fake advice, only breathing
Side by side, maybe we don't need much. Maybe this is good enough. Warm air drifting through the night, holding on to passing lights. Velvet horizon, pull me closer while we drive on. Late talks floating through the air, like we left the world somewhere. Slow hands on the dashboard, glow, no destination left to know. Every moment feels brand new when the road keeps leading.
Yeah, corner stores and rooftop bars, people hiding in expensive cars. Everybody chasing more, still pretending they not lost. Train sounds underneath the rain, loose hoodies and coffee stains. Every little broken thing starts to feel beautiful tonight. Yeah, you laugh low and look away, hair moving across your face. For a second everything feels lighter than before. Baseline shaking through the floor, summer heat outside the door.
Even silence next to you feels addictive somehow. Maybe time keeps running fast, maybe nothing really lasts. Still your shadow in the glow makes me never wanna go. Velvet horizon, pull me closer while we drive on. Late talks floating through the air, like we left the world somewhere. Slow hands on the dashboard, glow, no destination left to know. Every moment feels brand new when the road keeps leading.
Late breeze underneath the bridge, neon stains across your lips. Half asleep but staying out, like we scared to lose this now.
Your voice melting through the dark, like a song inside the car. Everything feels blurred enough
to forget what hurt before.
Velvet horizon, pull me closer while we drive on. Late talks floating through the air, like we left the world somewhere. Slow hands on the dashboard, glow, no destination left to know. Every moment feels brand new when the road keeps leading you. Tail lights fading into blue, morning almost coming through. Your reflection on the glass makes me wish the night would last.
Blue smoke drifting through the air, city lights everywhere. Old wind brushing through my coat, night feels heavier than before. Yeah. Plastic chair beside the mark, tiny scars inside my heart. Everybody walking fast, trying hard to make it last. Taxi headlights pass me slow, music leaking from below. Kids still laughing by the stairs like nobody really cares. A phone battery almost dead, too much noise inside my head. Still this rhythm keeps me calm, like a hand across my chest. Some nights feel too beautiful, even with the lonely parts. Like the city understands every broken little heart. Maybe we are all the same, running circles through the rain. Still the night keeps pulling close, like it never wants to end. Underneath the moonlight cooler, every feeling moving slower. Warm wind good with you. Yeah, hey. Convenience store ramen cups stacked beside the parking curb. Hey, old men smoking by the rail, watching midnight trains return. Luxury signs and rooftop bars, people hiding behind stars. Funny how the loudest rooms sometimes feel the most alone. Crosswalk blinking red and white, sleepless faces every night. Still the rhythm in my chest makes the empty feeling light. Hey, somewhere past the river bridge, street musicians play again. Hey, tiny melodies like smoke floating through the summer wind. Maybe life keeps changing lanes, maybe nothing really stays. Still this city after dark always finds me where I am. Slower, warm wind floating through the dark, like a fire without sparks. Turn the speakers up again, lost inside the bass and wind. Nothing perfect, nothing new, still the night feels good with you. Over seats inside my jeans, dreams unfinished in between. Still I carry all of them through these crowded avenues. Rooftop my skin, late train humming in the wind. Even when the daylight comes, I still hear these city drums. Underneath the moonlight cooler, every feeling moving slower. Warm wind floating through the dark, like a fire without sparks. Turn the speakers up again, lost inside the bass and wind. Nothing perfect, nothing new, still the night feels good with you. Silver skyline turning gold, morning air begins to roll. Last beat fading through the blue, still the city feels like you. Shadows passing by, radio sparks inside my chest. Friday moving with no rest. Crosswalk blinking red and white, downtown shining extra bright. Leather jacket on the seat, heartbeat locked into the beat. Taxi mirrors catching fire late, not pulling us up higher. Every signal, every sign feels connected tonight. Street lights dancing on the glass, every moment moving fast. Hands outside the window frame, nothing ever stays the same. Running through the asphalt fever, city lights pull blast deeper. Chrome reflections on the rain, every mile inside my veins. Turning louder, feel the heat. Bassline rolling through the street. Every rooftop, every sound keeps my feet above the ground. Cassette inside the dash, laughing hard then driving fast. Food truck smoking, summer air, music floating everywhere. Train line shaking underneath, graffiti glowing by the beach. Every corner feels alive, like the city never sleeps. Blue signs flashing side by side, pulse alive beneath the sky. Nothing heavy, nothing reflections hearts. Running through the asphalt fever. City nights pull us deeper. Calm reflections on the rain. Every mile inside my veins. Turn it loud and feel the heat. Ooh, ooh, bassline rolling through the street. Ooh, ooh, every rooftop, every sound. Ooh, keeps my feet above the ground. Lights fading, one by one, moving slowly. Stars to come. Empty roads begin to shine. Still your footsteps next to mine.
Turn signal tapping in the dark. Raindrops crawling past the glass. Street numbers passing one by one.
Cab smell mixed with peppermint. Wrinkle collar loosened down, coins rolling near the seatbelt lock. Driver humming old pop songs without caring who gets on. Your reflection bends and breaks through the puddles on the lane, finger drawing little shapes on the fogged up passenger side. Receipt paper in my hand, tiny ketchup stain on jeans. Everything feels strangely real after working overtime. People rushing underneath umbrellas, delivery bikes cutting corners. Someone arguing by the curb while the meter slowly climbs. Maybe we don't have to talk, maybe silence fits tonight. Watching blurry buildings slide like a movie with no end. Taxi window stories breathing through the pouring streets. Half asleep beside the noise while the avenue still moves. Slow heartbeat undercoats, warm fingertips against the cold. Nothing polished, nothing staged, yet the moment feels expensive. Old apartment hall we smell, convenience bags beside my shoes, tiny cracks along the curb shining underneath headlights. You keep scrolling through a photo, stopping longer than before. Then you laugh and lock the phone without saying what you saw. Baseline rolling through the floor, signal lights against your ring. Somewhere underneath this ride, something heavy starts dissolving. Taxis passing side by side, red brake lines across the bridge. Everything outside the glass feels slower after two.
Maybe people drift apart, maybe timing ruins things. Still the way you lean tonight makes the whole ride feel alive. Taxi window stories breathing through the pouring streets. Half asleep beside the noise while the avenue still moves. Slow heartbeat undercoats, warm fingertips against the cold. Nothing polished, nothing staged, yet the moment feels expensive.
Building shadows leaning long, tiny air from static home. Street dogs running near the lights, crossing puddles without fear. Your perfume
Fills the backseat,
mixed with dampened
love air.
every passing
Little sound,
feels louder than before.
taxi window stories breathing through the pouring streets. Half asleep beside the noise while the avenue still moves. Slow heartbeat undercoats, warm fingertips against the cold. Nothing polished, nothing staged, yet the moment feels expensive. Mirror stops beside the curb. Door light flickers once then fades. Tires sliding through the rain, leaving echoes down the lane.
Woman brushing through the car.
Street reflection stretch and blur.
Half melted drink beside the seat.
Engine rolling smooth and low.
Loose white shirt against my skin, phone face down beside my leg. Traffic drifting far ahead, nothing moving way too fast. French fries cooling in the back, tiny ketchup on my hand. You keep tapping on the door, matching rhythms with the bass. Orange signs across the bridge, scooters cutting through the lane. Everything outside the glass feels slower in this heat. You lean back and close your eyes, hair gone softly in the wind. For a second all the noise falls behind the groove.
Don't rush through the summer air, let the road breathe underneath. Every mile feels different now when you move this close to me. Humid summer drive, slow heartbeat after 5. Windows open to the dark while the bass rolls through the car. Easy rhythm in your smile, loose conversations for a while. Nothing heavy on our minds, only movement through the night.
Street food, smoke beside the curb, motorbikes and folded chairs, tiny puddles near the signs, holding upside down reflections. You keep tracing circles slow on the fogged up passenger side. Every passing little thing feels expensive in the glow. Old basketball near the fence, late dogs crossing empty roads. Someone hanging on to still on the balcony above. Bass guitar slides underneath, rose chords melting through the beat. Everything around the lane starts breathing with the groove.
Maybe morning waits a while, maybe nobody heads home. Still the way this moment feels makes the road come alive. Humid summer drive, slow heartbeat after 5. Windows open to the dark while the bass rolls through the car. Easy rhythm in your smile, loose conversations for a while. Nothing heavy on our minds, only movement through the night.
Parking lights along the curb, receipt paper near your purse. Your perfume inside the air, mixing softly with the heat. You keep humming to yourself, looking through the moving lights. Every little passing scene feels warmer than before.
Humid summer drive, slow heartbeat after 5. Windows open to the dark while the bass rolls through the car. Easy rhythm in your smile, loose conversations for a while. Nothing heavy on our minds, only movement through the night.
Oh, those lines fading one by one.
Street reflections almost gone.
Warm air drifting through the seas.
As the groove slowly disappears. Water falling from the signs,
Train sparks cutting through the dark.
wet sneakers by the doorway.
Baseline waking with the street. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Black coffee in your hands, loose gray hoodie half zipped down. You keep staring through the glass, watching headlights smear the road. Paper bags beside the bench, receipt folded in my coat. Everything feels strangely warm, even with the soaking air. You laugh low and shake your hair, tiny drops across your cheeks. For a second all the noise starts leaning with the groove. Oh, convenience lights behind us, late buses crossing puddles. Every passing little scene
Feels heavier tonight. Stay here longer, don't move yet. Let the rhythm slow the rain. Every second near your skin feels too good to disappear. Wet sneakers, clubs, slow soul rolling through our blood. Warm breath mixing in the air while the bass moves through the rain. Hands brushing through my sleeves, loose heartbeat under the beat. Nothing polished, nothing fake, only
Street steam rising near the drains, orange glow against your ring. Someone smoking by the rail, watching taxis fade away. You keep humming through the groove, one foot tapping by the curb. Every passing little sound feels softer after hours. Old dog sleeping near the wall, half crushed cans beside the store. Everything around the block moves slower in the storm. You lean closer to my side, eyes reflecting passing signs. For a moment every thought
falls somewhere beneath the base. Maybe dawn waits somewhere far. Maybe nobody heads home. Still the way this feeling moves makes the whole night come alive. Wet sneakers club, slow soul rolling through our blood. Warm breath mixing in the air while the bass moves through the rain. Hands brushing through my sleeves, loose heartbeat under the beat. Nothing polished, nothing fake, only motion, only sway.
Train rails, humming underneath warm smoke, drifting through the street, every ordinary thing
feels cinematic tonight.
Yo, you keep singing in my ear, voice floating against the drums. Everything inside my chest
starts melting with the groove. Wet sneakers club, slow soul rolling through our blood. Warm breath mixing in the air while the bass moves through the rain. Hands brushing through my sleeves, loose heartbeat under the beat. Nothing polished, nothing fake, only motion, only sway. Footsteps fading down the lane,
still lights dimming one by one.
Last one caught beneath the rain
As the summer
night dissolves.
sneakers scraping through the heat, orange signs across the street, baseline crawling underneath like smoke moving through the air. Loose curves sticking to your neck, lip gloss shining near the sink, chicken boxes on the hood, motor running low and slow, dice rolling beside the curb, somebody cooking after one, tiny sweat marks on your shirt while you dance against the groove.
You keep swaying side to side, one hand holding up your drink. Every movement feels locked in with the rhythm of the bass. Old bikes lying beside the wall, laundry hanging from the rails. Everything outside tonight feels softer in the heat. Move a little closer now, let the groove breathe through your skin. Every little second here feels too good to disappear. On-side nights, slow rhythm in your eyes, body leaning with the bass while the summer melts away. Hands low around my waist, loose smoke floating through the lane. Nothing forced, nothing planned, only soul inside the air.
Soda cans beside the steps, street dogs sleeping near the fence, someone laughing down the block while the old fans spin slowly. Yeah. You keep tracing little hearts on the fogged up passenger side. Every passing little thing feels expensive in the glow. Bass guitar slides through the room, rose quarters dripping from the roof. Everything around the lane starts breathing through the groove.
You lean closer when I talk,
perfume mixing with the heat. For a second every thought
disappears beneath the drums. Oh, maybe morning waits outside.
Oh,
maybe nobody checks the time.
slow that time.
Still the way you move tonight makes the whole world feel alive. Sunshine nights, slow rhythm in your eyes, body leaning with the bass while the summer melts away. Hands low around my waist, loose smoke floating through the lane. Nothing forced, nothing planned, only soul inside the air.
backseat warm against my skin. Traffic coming far away. Tiny lights across your range, shaking with the baseline. You keep coming through the hook, eyes half closed beside the door. Everything inside the car starts moving with the soul.
On sad nights, slow rhythm in your eyes, body leaning with the bass while the summer melts away. Hands low around my waist, loose smoke floating through the lane. Nothing forced, nothing planned, only soul inside the air.